Welcome back to Texas Top Homes, where home buying, selling, and financing are all simplified. I'm your host, Freeman Sawyer, and with me as usual is the co-host and AKA Queen of Closing Costs, Nancy Curry. Today we're joined by the Mayor of Southlake, Texas, Mayor Laura Hill. Thanks for coming on Texas Top Homes today.
Thanks for having me.
What about some of the upcoming projects like the TD Ameritrade building and the now under construction Granite building?
Yeah, we're very excited about both of those projects, especially TD Ameritrade. That's really put Southlake on the map. They are building a regional corporate campus right on our 114 corridor. The first phase will be about 350,000 square feet and have about 2,000 employees. And then the Granite properties, Granite you're probably familiar with because of their office buildings in Legacy. Yes. Mm-hmm. So they're building Class A office. And what's interesting about that project is it will actually start to finish out the north side of our town square, which we're known about, yes, actually all over the world. Mm-hmm.
Famous.
And what's great about that is what we need in Southlake are more people during the day that are parking their cars, that are working in our downtown, our town square, walking to restaurants, walking to stores, and then getting in their cars and going home. It helps us with traffic, and it also helps us sustain very, very healthy businesses and restaurants in particular that need that lunch business.
Now, you mentioned 3,000 jobs with TD Ameritrade?
Well, there are 2,000 in phase one,
okay.
But the ultimate goal is to have 3 phases, and they'll actually have more than 3,000 employees ultimately on that property.
Wonderful.
And a lot of times when a big company moves in like that, they also have vendors that they help support them, and so you get additional families moving into the area as well, too.
Absolutely. And, we've benefited from many of the large corporations that have even moved to the Plano and Frisco area because a lot of their executives buy homes in Southlake because they love the lifestyle and want their children in the Southlake schools.
To be dragons.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mayor, you had mentioned about the employees of TD Ameritrade or some of the other businesses using the downtown area for lunch and those sorts of things. What is it that makes you want that to happen?
Well, actually, our financial situation in Southlake is incredible, and we need to keep it that way. And the way we keep it that way is a very strong commercial retail base. So we only have a population of about 29,000 in Southlake. That's not, and the majority of those are children. Mm-hmm. So we need people in our community working, shopping, coming in from outside of Southlake, spending money. Over 70% of the sales tax dollars that come into Southlake, that go to build our roads, that go to build infrastructure, come from people that don't live in Southlake. So that downtown area is vital to our economic future, not just for the next 5 years, but really for the next 20, 25 years.
So when you spend $1 in Southlake, you're supporting the retailers there, and you're also supporting the city.
Absolutely.
And the schools.
Absolutely.
And the dragons.
And the dragons, always.
If somebody wants to reach on the website, how do they find you?
It's easy, cityofsouthlake.com.
And if they're old-fashioned and want to call you direct?
Sure, 817-748-8016.